You hold on to things for one simple reason. You hold on because you do not feel safe to let go. You have these signals from your body, from your nervous system, that are telling you that if you were to let go of something, it's not safe. You need that thing to actually be okay. But it's simply not true. You can let go, and you can be okay. Letting go is only difficult when you do not allow yourself to feel safe letting go. Letting go is difficult because we will attach to things believing that when we finally get these things, we will finally be okay. Of course, that day never comes. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining how to actually let go, how to make letting go very, very easy. And we're going to be dissecting certain things in our experience. This is going to be some pinpoint precision that I'm going to be giving you in this video. So listen up. Basically, the part of you that is attached to something does not feel supported, doesn't feel seen, doesn't feel safe. There's a part of you that thinks that by getting this thing, by attaching to it, it will get its needs met. May or may not be true, but the point here is that when you're rigidly attached to something you can't let go, it is not a comfortable experience. It's an experience of suffering. It's an experience of manipulation. It's an experience of basically, I don't feel safe, so I'm just going to hold on to this thing, hoping that finally when I get this thing or when things turn out the way I want, I will feel safe. Whether that's a person, a money, outcomes, whatever it is, whatever it is. So mindfulness of the attachment is actually how to let go. We're going to basically go into some depth here on what that means. Mindfulness of the attachment. You see, the attachment isn't just some sort of like cognitive thing that's occurring from the neck up in here. The attachment is happening at an emotional level. The attachment is happening at the level of the nervous system. The attachment is happening at the level of beliefs that are deeply ingrained in your body that need to be seen. They're stories that you have ingrained, not strictly on the level of thought, but on the level of instinct, emotion, reaction, your body. And in order to actually make letting go an easy thing, this is the level that actually needs to be addressed, because that underlying story, that underlying belief, the emotional charge, the behavior of your nervous system continuously telling you that it's unsafe, this is the thing that we actually need to investigate and look at in order to make letting go effortless. And once we're able to feel safe, letting go becomes our natural state. In fact, it really is our natural state to be in this sort of letting go. When we rigidly attach to something and we're holding on, this is a sort of manipulation. It doesn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel very good. So let's kind of talk about this. The attachment will have a particular energy. It has a particular feeling. You need to become more aware of your state and apply pure presence to it, applying attention to your actual direct experience, applying attention to your arm, your heart, your gut. Where do you actually feel the attachment stored in your body? Do you really feel your body very much at all, or does it feel kind of numb, kind of dull, like you're not really connected to it? You need to actually shine direct, present moment awareness on the body and learn how to actually feel into it and start consciously relaxing it, because that state of a lack of safety, essentially you're disconnected from a part of yourself, which you will actually feel in your body. And there's tensions and sort of forms of just compulsiveness that are all manifesting through the body. And once you're able to be present in those areas, the attachment is basically released. The energy can actually flow and you can feel safe, just allowing emotions and the energy to just kind of move and flow naturally. So mindfulness of your emotions related to the attachment is important. You'll have to learn how to feel it and not let it control you. So mindfulness of the attachment and its sort of energetic component, mindfulness of the emotions related to the attachment, right? Learning to feel them and not letting them control you and basically kind of like pull you around for the most part. You need to actually identify the clear emotions that are happening. So I'm attached to this thing because I feel sad and I think it'll make me better, or make me feel better, right? That's just one example. Another thing is you're basically addicted to the thing that you're attached to. So you need to have mindfulness of this addictive pull, right? You're attached to a person, an outcome, whatever it is. You're attached to worrying about it. You're attached to thinking about it. You need to have awareness of that pull into that pattern, right? It's not like that sort of pattern is just kind of happening to us and we're like a victim. It's something that we are continuously doing and falling into, and we need to be aware of that pull that is actually, pulling us to actually engage in that pattern. So mindfulness of the pull towards what you're addicted or attached to, and learning to just feel it, relax the body, and not let it control you. You're maximizing present moment awareness of your direct experience so that you can actually have a new set of conscious choices. So mindfulness of your overall state that drives you towards what you're attached to. Again, same basic principle. You're learning to feel it. You're learning to just relax into experience. You're learning to just shine present moment awareness on your experience and then not let it control you. Because when your experience is unconscious, when there's parts of you that are unconscious, they're controlling you. They're controlling you without you knowing. They're kind of pulling the strings like your little puppet. And we're basically trying to eliminate that because attachment, addiction, all this kind of stuff, for the most part, is very unconscious behavior. When you're hyper attached to getting something, an outcome, a specific person to like you, whatever it is, when you're like hyper attached in a neurotic way, this is your unconscious kind of gripping you, right? You're under the control of your unconscious, which isn't going to be a very pleasant experience. So, moving on, mindfulness of the need that the attachment or addiction is trying to get met or, serving, really. So you're basically learning to identify the need. Is it connection? Is it, right, security, right? A lot of things are going to be present there. Learning to feel the need directly. How can you get this met in a more healthy way? Learn to feel the need. Learn to relax into it, right? You're essentially learning to physically relax into your experience so that your nervous system is actually learning very directly that it does not have to be in a state of fight, flight, freeze. The parts of you, right, that are in those sort of hyperactive survival-based states, you're actually teaching them and proving to them directly that you can relax and feel safe. That you don't have to be, hyper worried about something, hyper attached to something, hyper attached to some person, some object, some outcome, getting more money, whatever it is. You are safe to relax in this present experience because a lot of the attachment, right, a lot of that kind of neurotic behavior, what's fueling it, there's an underlying sense of I don't feel safe and then I need something to be okay. I'm trying to solve an internal problem with an external thing, and it's going to fail forever until you're able to just create safety inside of yourself with your own presence. Your own presence is what's going to heal you, shining awareness on yourself and learning to, right, have some embodied presence. This is what's going to actually heal you. Bringing connection and awareness to the parts of you that don't feel safe, and learning to rewire that deeply ingrained story that's stored in the body and the nervous system, right? That deeply ingrained story of I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe in this experience. I don't feel safe talking to this person. I don't feel safe doing this, doing that. I just don't feel safe in my life, right? This is an unconscious pattern that we need to actually bring to awareness. We need to know ourselves deeply, and this is actually how we're going to heal it. And until we actually do that, we can basically guarantee that we are going to be stuck in this survival-based pattern that is deeply unconscious, and it's actually not going to be very fulfilling, of course. So here we're going to bring it all together, right? Mindfulness of your emotion, your need, the pull, and the state in the body, right? You need that somatic awareness, because when you're basically present with the body, again, this is where it's all stored. The body keeps the score, right? All the trauma is stored in the body. And when you're able to bring that somatic awareness purely to the body and then just kind of consciously learn to relax it, over time, this is going to wire you into feeling more and more safe, right? You're challenging that old belief, that old story of I don't feel safe, and then it's manifesting as nervous system being in fight, flight, freeze, and you kind of doing all these neurotic, compulsive, addictive, attached behaviors, right? You're learning to kind of relax those consciously by bringing genuine presence to the body and feeling it. And that's actually just going to allow you to feel safe because now the belief and the behavior is being challenged. Can I just relax in this experience? Do I need to feed into my addiction? Do I need to feed into my attachment? Can I actually just relax right now, create some safety, right? Be in my body, and then from that state, now I can act. From that state, I can be clear. From that state, I'm not hyper attached and obsessed about things. So you need to have that safety, right? Because that's going to be very clarifying. You're going to be less reactive. So consciously choosing to let go and relaxing the manifestations of your attachment, the compulsions, reactions, the avoidances, or the strong attractions to something, the strong attraction to junk food, like the strong craving towards something, right? The tensions, right? Noticing the stuff in the body and learning to relax the body, regulate the nervous system, right? Create a feeling of safety. This is kind of basically how you do it, right? You're consciously choosing to let the thing go. There's a commitment that's being made to letting that thing go and learning to relax into direct experience, recognizing that you are actually safe, recognizing that I don't need to be in a constant state of chasing in order to be okay. And in fact, that state of chasing is itself the problem. I can get the things that I need without being in that state of constantly chasing, striving, forcing, neuroticism, compulsion, etc. It's just not needed. I can act while feeling safe. I can act while feeling regulated and grounded and present in my body. I can act from true presence, from just being grounded. I can just simply feel safe and then act from there and see how that shifts my experience. So now you can let go because you feel secure enough to, right? From that place, letting go becomes natural. It becomes very obviously uncomfortable, extremely uncomfortable to always be hyper attached to something. It's not an enjoyable experience. The experience of being able to be present, right? Bring presence into your direct experience, this is more enjoyable than always being hyper attached. It's an obvious choice now between the two. I can do my neurotic behavior, or I can actually just relax into presence. I can allow my body to kind of loosen up, to relax. I can just watch my thoughts. I can watch my reactions and my compulsions, and I can feel deeply into my present experience, and I can really challenge my beliefs of, am I feeling unsafe right now? I can challenge these kinds of beliefs, right? If you're in an environment, if you're watching this video, there's no threats for the most part, right? If you are watching this video, there's nothing threatening your life. There's no saber-toothed tiger or murderer. You have an ability to just start relaxing into this experience. You have energy that you don't have to give to your survival. You don't have to worry about food. You don't have to worry about money at the moment, right? And you can let these kinds of things arise as they do, right? When it's time to focus on money, you can do that. When it's time to focus on a person, you can do that. But now you're doing it from a different place. You're doing it from a place of safety, from presence, from truth, from authenticity, etc. You're not acting from the reactive feelings of basically being unsafe. I'm unsafe and I have to do these things to finally feel okay. I need the approval. I need X amount of money. I need this outcome. I need that person. Of course, it never actually works. So that's it for this video. If you're interested in working with me one-to-one, you can apply to do so. Links in the pinned comment. I also recently launched my community. So I would love it if you guys join me in there. Take it easy.